This is your daily dose of all things royal. Welcome back, my gorgeous, good looking friends. You know, it's so nice and refreshing to see some good and positive news. Today, it was announced, Hello Magazine, that Prince William and Princess Catherine prepare for a big trip to America. I feel like my wishes come true because back in June, when we had our military parade and it was Donald Trump's birthday and we had all the pageantry going on with our military and the flyovers, I kept saying, how cool would it be if the Waleses came over for the 250th birthday celebration and the children got to see the way that we have our flyovers. I really do think that Prince Louis is going to have a blast. So it looks like this is going to happen next year. So it's being reported here by Page 6 that Prince William and Catherine will join the celebrations in July. And multiple sources told the outlet that the royal family is planning on heading to the United States to commemorate America's milestone anniversary. A source being described as being in the know told Page 6 that insiders are hoping all the senior royals will travel over in what is expected to be a huge year for both the US and the UK. It's also being reported that King Charles and Queen Camilla will also visit the United States in 2026. So for those that don't know or not aware, next year, the United States is celebrating its 250 years of independence. So back in January, President Trump signed an executive order establishing the White House task force on celebrating this big milestone. And Donald Trump said it is the policy of the United States and a purpose of this order to provide a grand celebration worthy of the momentous occasion of the 250th anniversary of American independence on July 4th, 2026. It is also the purpose of this order to take other actions to honor the history of our great nation. So it makes total sense as to why we are inviting the Brits over. And I don't expect Prince Harry or Meghan Markle to be anywhere in vicinity of this celebration. Now, obviously, after this announcement, we are now starting to see media outlets that report on the Sussexes come out with these articles about Prince Harry possibly reconciling with his brother. So according to Stylecaster, it says here that Prince William and Prince Harry could be getting closer to reconciling, and the idea started to take shape after Harry reunited with his father, King Charles, after over a year of not speaking. But the issues between the brothers always seem to be bigger. Will the two finally bury the hatchet? No, I don't think so. So now this is all contingent on the festivities that are going to happen next year. However, will Harry and Meghan be there? Like I said, I don't think so. Obviously, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex aren't working royals, so they're not going to be invited to any celebrations unless the royal family requests it, and I don't see that happening. All of this comes after reports that Harry and William are allegedly nearing a reconciliation. Radar Online recently reported that William has finally caved to pressure to set up a meeting with his estranged brother. You see, folks, remember I was telling you that we were going to start to see some of these narratives being put out there, and slowly Catherine is going to be the one to, be the bridge between the brothers? It's coming. It says here, reportedly, both King Charles and his wife, Catherine Middleton, have been pushing for a meeting between the two. The outlet adds that William is finally coming around to the idea of truce talks. Okay. But he's reportedly got terms. There's no way he's willing to pick up the phone and do this casually, sources said. Instead, according to reports, any meeting would need to be a supervised discussion handled with total discretion. Radar Online also previously reported on William's conditions for a meeting. William is willing to meet Harry, but only if everything happens strictly on his terms. That means no Meghan, no aides, and zero chance of it ending up as content for a documentary or book. He's deeply wary of being secretly recorded or having his words twisted. The trust between them is completely gone. Harry will basically face being frisked before they talk, a royal insider told the outlet. William's terrified that whatever he says could be twisted and made public. He's not willing to risk being burned again. If Harry wants to talk, it has to stay completely private. No recordings, no pictures, and no version of events spun for publicity. So, does this mean that this meeting is happening? It probably already happened, in my opinion. And just as I've been saying with the patterns that we have been seeing, is that they're now shaping this narrative and at some point trying to get Harry back into the fold. And you can see them gently moving in that direction. You're probably saying to yourself, well, when are Harry and Meghan going to get their comeuppance? I still do think that things are still happening here in the United States, that these two will have their comeuppance, and there's nothing that the King, nor Prince William, or Catherine can do about it. That's just my opinion. I mean, look what's going on with Andrew. Is Donald Trump protecting him here in the United States? Absolutely not. I believe the same will go for Harry. We all have been watching what has been going on, and what you're starting to see, slowly but surely, a lot of the things that we've been talking about, not only on this channel, but in general over the past 5 years, are now starting to come to the mainstream, which is a good thing. I do think that at some point, we will start seeing more discussion around Harry and Meghan's involvement here in the United States and their meddling with the US government. That's coming. Right now, I don't think the media is ready to all of a sudden unleash that onto the population. As we are learning, these narratives are tightly controlled. We're seeing it. We're seeing how they are managing and hand-holding, bringing Harry back into the fold, slowly but surely. After 5 years of calling out Meghan and her sick and twisted obsession with Diana, only now we're seeing mainstream media outlets here in the United States talk about it. Since my start on YouTube back in 2021, where I had been focused on talking about the civil liberties that Harry and Meghan were trying to take away. Yes, it was back in 2021 when I was talking about the censorship. Harry and Meghan were the darlings, and nobody would even touch the subject. Little did any of us know at that time in 2021 that they were a part of this whole network of NGOs and think tanks, as well as in collusion with the social media companies and involved with various governments like the UK, the United States, Australia, Canada. Yeah, they were in the midst of it. And when the time comes for them to talk about it, because their hand is going to be forced by people like myself and others, you're going to see this explosion of media and unending articles about this stuff, because this is content that they have yet to tap and touch. This is really my mood on it right now. It is what it is. So we'll just have to wait and see. But before I go, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has supported me on this journey over the past 4 years. It has been a crazy ride, and we have seen a lot of crazy things. And we also have encountered a lot of crazy people. But I'm still here. And this East Coast gal is going nowhere. I am so grateful, and I feel so blessed to have this space to share with all you wonderful people who have been on this journey with me. I just want to say thank you to all the support that you have provided throughout the last 4 years. I truly would not have been able to do this without you guys. So, thank you. And I hope that those that are celebrating Thanksgiving this week, that you have a very blessed holiday with your family and not think about these two jerk-offs that we talk about relentlessly. Perhaps maybe the next couple days we can get together and be present for our families like, how we should be in real life. I may do a live on Thanksgiving and pick a movie for all of us to watch, just because I know that there are people out there who want some company, and I love company too. So, look out for that. That depends on if my internet is stable and I can, stream properly, because we know how YouTube likes to, mess with the stream at times. But we will see. If it's possible, I will schedule something, and hopefully some of you who want something to do can join me. Anyhow, I'm going to leave on this note. Again, happy Thanksgiving to all those that celebrate. I'm going to leave this video with our president and the pardoning of our turkeys. So Please stay blessed. I will be back with more content, but until then, please be safe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.
On behalf of the First Lady and the entire Trump family, I want to wish all Americans a very, very happy Thanksgiving. It's a great time of the year, and our country is doing really well economically like we've never done before. Today, we continue a time-honored American tradition. In a few moments, I will grant a full, absolute, and unconditional presidential pardon to two handsome Thanksgiving turkeys, and this is their lucky day. This is a lucky day for them. I hope all Americans will have the chance to enjoy the fellowship of family and friends and renew our faith in God's providence. And now let's go and give Gobble your pardon. Gobble, there you go. I just want to tell you this very important. You are hereby unconditionally pardoned. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. There you go. Yeah.
Such a fraud.